Hello, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. So, today I just brought this little gossip for us to talk about. There is this gist that I saw this gist online, so I just want to share with my subscribers to know what you ship in. How do you feel, or what do you want to say? What do you have to say about this? If you were the man, or if you were to be this woman, they are couple, a man and a woman, they are married, and they've married for long, not just newly wedded. So the gist goes this way. I am a married man with 2 children, been married for 30 years. This means that they are old couple. Was once a wealthy man. I don't want to talk much. Let me just go straight to the point. I spent 80% of my money on my wife and my children, and 10% on my parents and siblings. The remaining 10% I spent helping the needy. Since COVID-19, things turned around for worse for me, and I've been jobless since then. Before this, I spent heavily on my wife in a month. I can give her up to 10 million. She's used to extravagant life, to an extent that she's finding it difficult to cope. I've opened more than 10 businesses for her with millions and the fold before 6 months. I ended up selling all my cars and properties, and only house we have now is the one we live in. Wow. The only one we have now is the one we live in. The reason why I'm here for advice is this. My wife is going about telling my friends and former colleagues that I'm broke and that we are suffering. She tells them different stories to beg them for money behind my back. Son came back to tell me he demands sex from her before they will help, and she will shamelessly sleep with them. These are my junior colleagues, and some of them are people I've helped in one way or the other in the past. People that call me boss. I know I'm poor now, but I still hustle and make little money for my feeding and upkeep. Just this evening, I found out that she slept with my uncle for 100K. That's 100,000 naira. Sometimes you guys should blame men that commit suicide. Shouldn't blame men that commit suicide. I feel like ending it all. The shame is too much. I'm depressed. This coming from the husband, the groom, the married man. Okay, now let's go to what the wife have to say. And the wife, let's just say the headings of the headline of the wife's write-up goes this way. You all should shut up and don't give advice that you don't know anything about. So good evening. My husband showed me what he posted on your page, and I read all the advice you people dropped. I know the saying, when you are not in people's shoes, you won't understand the pain they are going through. Have you stayed without food for 4 days and no hope of having a meal? If I'm the only one staying hungry, I won't complain. Do you know the pain I face as a mother seeing my children crying for food? We were living at the mercy of people. I practically beg people for food. I removed shame because I don't want my children to die. He said I'm sleeping around. Then that's a lie. I only slept with one of his colleagues who promised to give me 300K. I only slept with one of his colleagues who promised to give me 300K. It's okay. I used that money to pay my children's school fees. I slept with his relative. The man is not his uncle, but from the same village. My son was sick and no money to take him to the hospital. I had no other choice than to do that. Until you are in my shoes, you won't understand the pain I'm going through. I've never known what suffer is. I'm this Ajibot type of a girl. Even when I was in school, I had workers. I helped people a lot. I remember the time my husband will give me our monthly feeding money. I will give the full money to my customers. She will use it and stock up her shop. And I will be collecting till I exhaust the money. The money got exhausted as she's picking up items from that shop. Oh. The last time the lady saw me, she didn't believe what her eyes saw. So people telling me that I'm shameless and not in a position to advise me because they have not experienced what I'm experiencing. I still love my husband. He has no record of cheating, even when he was rich. He's caring and kind. I'm sorry for cheating on him. Frustration pushed me into it. And I want to use this medium to apologize to him. I know he's hurting. I'm sorry, dear. I'm still your tomato jaws. Okwebi. So, let's just say that I don't know what to say. I don't want to judge the married couple. It's none of my business. But the only thing I have to say here is just that, young lady, you should get something doing. You should get a business for yourself. Let's just say, okay, she said here that she's an Ajibo kind of a girl. Ajibo means someone that comes from a rich home. If you know that your family is well budgeted, kind of you guys are well loaded, your family shouldn't have overlooked this kind of issue, seeing that you beg for food. You have a family, you have a dad, you have a mom. And according to what she put up here, she said that she's an Ajibo kind of a girl. Your dad, your mom, your siblings, your relatives should sponsor you. And not just sleeping around just for 100K, 300K. Assuming she's working, she wouldn't be kind of facing this reality. Assuming she puts effort in kind of investing the money she received from her husband when this young man was loaded, this wouldn't have been the outcome. 30 years of marriage, and you couldn't open up something for yourself. 30 years of marriage, no investment. 30 years of marriage, no. You were receiving millions as per monthly allowance, but you have nothing to show for it. No investment, nothing, no savings, not even a career of your own. You couldn't even start up. And all you have to say is that you are an Ajibo kind of a girl. Oh, it's true. She's an Ajibo kind of a girl. She should have done what? Let her people know about what the family is going through, since she's an Ajibo kind of a girl. Although, let's just say, I am not judging her, but I'm just trying to pinpoint what should have covered up, or what should have kind of made the cheating part avoidable, kind of things that she should have done to avoid the cheating aspect. She should have invested the millions she was receiving from this man, from her husband. She would have gone what? Involved herself into a new career. Thirdly, she would have saved. Assuming she bought lands, now that they are kind of having issues, maybe financial breakdown, she would have sold off that land and make up money. There are so many things she would have done, since there was a time she was receiving millions. Let's just say this problem, the issue with the husband started when that's 2021. Outbreak of COVID was 2021, 2022. Yes, I could remember. That's when we had this COVID outbreak. So you've been receiving millions till 2020. Almost shake it out now. So, my subscribers, please, if you have anything to say or any commentary or anything to add up or chip in about this, you can do that also. I also say that the young man made a mistake. I won't say the young man made a mistake. The young man, you should have thought of a way to fix this young lady up. He also said that he had tried to start up a business for her, up to 6 businesses. Then why not try to get a job for her where she will be placed on monthly income, monthly salary? Maybe a bank, government, organization, or whatsoever. This will also help her to curtail her spending. When she is under someone and she's being paid monthly, that would have been better, although I'm not judging. I don't know how, maybe the man has already planned, or my wife will be a housewife, that kind of a thing. So, I don't know. So my subscribers, remember to subscribe, and if you have anything to chip in into this, let's talk about it. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.